Islam Dwayne. Money, can you turn on that light right there? Thanks. And hand me a candle. Islam Dwayne. It is August the 23rd, Imani? Or 23rd, 2019, Islam. What I'm about to do is light this candle before I start. I'm burning sage. Hold on. Islam, are you still here? Okay, Islam. Okay, you can. Yes, I want you to be a part of this conversation. Islam Dwayne Bey. Islam. Islam Selena Cadorba, but definitely Islam Dwayne Bey. Islam Dr. Nalani Valentine. Imani say Islam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dwayne, this is probably gonna go on your Twitter page. So anyway, what I want to tell you, Dwayne, is this is a video. First of all, I want to say today was an okay day. You know, I'm still earning money at Burger King. Imani is still earning money at Wendy's, and but one of the things I forgot to take a break today. Usually I take a break at a certain time between 10 and 11, but I guess I work with the manager, the black male manager, Mr. Thomas, and I think he forgot to tell me, and we were so busy. All of a sudden this rush of people came in and we were so busy, and I didn't have a chance to hold on one second. Are you still here? Okay, can you hear me? Okay, I'll put you on the speakerphone. Okay. Okay. And we were so busy for this to happen. I mean, for me to take a break, and I forgot. I was so busy taking orders. So anyway, today I work with some, I don't know if these are their real names, because I never seen their chat stuff. I never except for a couple of employees, maybe not check stuff, but if they clock in, maybe a name, but I'm not even sure if that, I don't know if these are their true names. But I work with Spanish and those that would be on the status of Negro, Black, or African American. Mr. Thomas is a black male. Gloria is black male, unless they claim a nationality. Those that speak Spanish, Hamima, I think she could be from Mexico, I'm not sure. This lady named Lorena, I think she could be from El Salvador or Puerto Rico, I'm not sure. Serena, she might be, I'm not sure. Naomi, I think she's from Mexico, I am not sure. Kenny, understand as a black or African American. Who else? John, status of black African American. This pale skin named, another pale skin named John. So those are the ones that I remember. And so today I didn't take a break because I wasn't told to. I guess he was too busy, he forgot. But around, you know, Friday, Islam Happy Holy Day to you, Dwayne Bey. You know, we usually get off work at 3, Monday Great Hyphen Day. Not usually, we do. The latest I tried, I stay after 3 is 3:15. And we come and we'll meet one another. This is one of the specific days that I requested to get off at 3. Other days I usually stay until I'm trying to look not so tired. I usually stay until like 3:30, 4, whenever you know, however long I can. But Fridays I said, please let me allow this on Fridays to be off, and that's how it's been for over 3 years since I started working at June the 16th. I mean, not June the 16th, June of 2016, the year 2016. It's never changed. But today, there was me, Naomi, and Gloria and Mr. Thomas on the front line, and I didn't have a break. And around 3:10, I was like, Mr. Thomas, I'm gonna have to go. I get off work. and he was like, nobody's leaving until that front line is clear. And I was like, this is going against my religious rights. As you know, I have to get off the clock. You know, I gotta go. You know, I'm a Moorish American, Islam. You know, I didn't say that, but Moorish American. But this is going against my religious rights. I, finished taking orders. I cleared the line out, made sure that there were no customers, and I clocked out because it was after 3:15. I told them I'll stay on Fridays. I'll get off. I asked for 3, but I said the latest is 3:15. Just giving people time to get settled in. But all the other days, I stay. So this is the first time I was actually tried. Really, it was like he actually was like trying to be aggressive about me staying on the clock. Said nobody get off the clock. I was like, and I've asked to get off from to leave after 3 for years now. I mean, at 3 on Friday, holy day for us as Moorish Americans, for years. So yesterday I noticed hold on. Are you okay? So yesterday I noticed that I just heard a bump, and I just wanted to make sure everything was okay, to keep my thoughts clean, balanced. Because sometimes when I hear a thump, I hear, just maybe my thoughts get unbalanced, because we are among a telepathic community, and they could be tuning in to cause friction, whether it's so one of the things I noticed, Arrington-Bey, like for instance, somebody can bump, and all of a sudden I could change my vibration of what I was thinking about, and or hit the wall, that sort of thing. And that means that somebody is tuned in. Oops, hold on. That means somebody's tuning in to cause that to happen. And that is an act of terrorism, and that is also can be used as a form of spiritual possession. So anyway, so yesterday as I was at Burger King, Mr. Thomas, I told you about a week and a half ago, he kept saying he gave me an extended conversation about putting the 5-piece French toast sticks in a bag and not the carton, the large cartons. And I kept telling him I will do that, but the only reason why I don't do it when Miss Phyllis, another manager who is under the status of Black or African American, unless she claimed the nationality, have not, is because Miss Phyllis doesn't do this that I see, and I don't want to, I'm just, I'll do it when I work with you. He was like, no, you don't do it when you work with me. You do it because it's Burger King's policy. And he kept going on and on with me, and I'm like, I'm just telling you, I wasn't trying to be insubordinate to what you're saying. I just forgot that you wanted on the back. He says, not what about what I want on the back. It's about what Burger King wants in the back and wants to done. This is Burger King's policy. I was like, okay, but I just said, let me just tell you. I said, when I work with Miss Phyllis, it's not just me. Everyone puts it in a large carton. And he said, not about Miss Phyllis. He was just getting, I was like, I'm just trying. The last thing I want is to be the one going really, really slow, putting the 5-piece French toast sticks in the bag when everybody else is just zipping it in the carton and going really, really fast, or, so forth. And so I just stayed quiet because it seemed like he was making this conversation extensive and really acted like I was the one in control or empowered in that situation. And I was just trying to explain to him as an employee, that I wasn't trying to be insubordinate or not do what he requests. I'm only doing what I see everyone do, even the manager when I'm working under her. So I noticed after that, let's see, so the day is Friday. I think it was Tuesday and Monday. Miss Phyllis, when I would put the 5-piece French toast sticks in a bag, she literally was taking the French toast sticks out of my hand and putting it in the carton. I was like, okay. And the first few times, I mean, and I noticed this last week too. first few times I didn't, but after she kept doing it, I was like, okay. And she was switch. If I had them set up, she would switch it to a large carton. This last week as well. So not in the bag that Mr. Thomas said that Burger King has a policy to do. So I was like, okay, So Thursday when I came into work, I made a mistake, and I saw Mr. Thomas working, but and there was an order of 5-piece French toast sticks. I forgot that he wants it in a carton, and I put it in that he wants it in a bag, the 5-piece French toast sticks in a bag, and I put it in a carton because I had just worked with Miss Phyllis on Tuesday, and that's what she actually touched it, but I don't know why she did it. There could be many reasons why she chose to do that, but I noticed this last week as well that she was switching them out of the bag into a carton, the large carton. So, but this week is when I actually noticed her taking it. She was like, here, and actually I give them, she just dumping and putting it in the carton. So anyway, when I put it in the carton by mistake, I was like, Mr. Thomas, I apologize. I forgot to put the 5-piece French toast stick in a bag. This week, Miss Phyllis, I worked with her, and she was literally taking the bag out my hand and putting it in the carton, the 5-piece French toast sticks, and I forgot. I told him this Thursday. The day is Friday, the 23rd, so that would have been the 22nd, and he didn't say anything. So that was the end of that conversation, and because I noticed, I was like, he was in the drive-thru, and I was like, oops, I put it in the carton. I put the 5-piece French toast stick in the carton, and I told him. He didn't say anything this time. So, another thing I wanted to do is tell you about. So today, once again, I work with those people that I just said, Hamima, Lorena. These are Spanish-speaking. Lorena, Hamima, Naomi, Serena, Mr. Thomas, Gloria. These are not Spanish people. Mr. Thomas is a black male. Gloria is a black female. These, unless they claim a nationality. John, the pale skinned John, the black male John, unless he claim a nationality. And Kenny, unless he claim a nationality. And I didn't take a break. And Mr. Thomas actually literally tried to get up. He was upset that I was going to leave, but I could tell. It's like, here it's 3:10 and I don't see anyone here to work, and this is the only, so anyway, I went ahead and clocked out and I left. I told him I had to clock out. I clocked out after 3:15. I finished with the customers, made sure the line was gone, and they were just waiting to get their food expedited to them. So, and that's it. And and I left. And then, once again, I didn't have a break because I guess around 10:45 when I could have, or 11, he forgot, or maybe, I don't know, but no one told me to take a break, and I was too busy for me to take a break. So anyway, that's how it went today. I don't know why he didn't say take a break. I just know that I didn't take a break. So anyway, let me think of so what I wanted to tell you, and just keep listening, please. So what I wanted to tell you is, Imani, you listening? Mm-hmm. Yes, because we're going to have this extensive conversation. Dwayne, I just got through speaking to the National Grand Sheik, Joe Arrington-Bey, and he said that because Imani Gray-Bey, we received a court order to have our name corrected and changed, and and we were going to go to the DMV tomorrow to do so. Today is Friday. We go tomorrow in a Social Security office, and the National Grand Sheik Joe Arrington-Bey was telling me what to do. And even as I was talking to him, Dwayne Battlefield Bay, my genitals were being attacked in a spiritual manner. Someone started slamming the door across the hall. I'm at American Student Stay, 120 Cochran Drive in Annapolis, Maryland. And someone started to slam the door, and my genitals were attacked in a sexual manner as I was talking to him. But I see that my body is a spacesuit, okay? And it's just like when somebody hit the wall or do a bump and I might do something, or they say move and I might move, because one of them are literally trying to tune in or have tuned in to cause me, if I'm unconscious of my thoughts and my behavior and my movement, can be controlled, and that can lead to spiritual possession. And that is the goal. And as I was talking to him, I heard telepathically someone said, Dwayne Bey said, forgive him. And usually when that happens, it's a Spanish speaking impersonating to be intertwined with Moors. They so what they're trying to do is impersonate, because they want to keep this facade of what's not real going on because of slave breeding. Wanting to breed unnatural DNA with ancient bloodlines, okay? And so a lot of the Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, South Americans, and other unclean spirits, that is exactly what they're trying to do. The Negro black, the pale skin. So as I was just sitting here talking to the National Grand Sheep, my genitals started to be attacked in a sexual manner. Or they could be from Asia, China, Japan. So Imani Great -Bey, Imani is right here, and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we don't have the science of telepathy. We reject the science of telepathy. So that is definitely a goal for them to do, is to implement that science of telepathy, and then promote slave breeding through breeding these unnatural beings, DNA spirits. All right, these are spirits with ancient, divine, clean spirits, bloodline. All right, because it doesn't always have to be directly chemistry. I see Dwayne Bey in breeding. It could. There's another aspect of ourselves that is pure, that can be that they try to tap into to breed in. And that's where I see in Matthew, the Holy Bible, it speaks of cleansing, and how Matthew 13, chapter 13, speaks of cleansing, and how the enemy, while we were sleeping, the enemy sowed in tares, okay, while we were sleeping. I think that's a form of breeding, slave breeding, because a lot of these spirits, they look like us, but they're not, because now I noticed Dwayne Bey, unclean spirits are walking around saying man, or emphasizing on the word man. If you got to emphasize that you are something of a man, and yet you still stalking around someone's room, you are molesting a woman's genitals, you threatening to rape or molest her child, the females are saying your son. That happens a lot, especially with the black Negro and pale skin. The black Negro, pale skin, and Mexican, and not Mexican only, but Spanish speaking, and as they use the number 3, because that's just another way to slave breed, trying to initiate. So to initiate in thoughts, that form of slave breeding. So by disguising what's really going on, so something's wrong. They're not man. They are definitely, they mix with probably many unnatural DNA, and the unnatural DNA is obviously not superior to us. It's not superior to us. If they were to be exterminated, all these unclean spirits today, I don't think the earth will miss them. That's keeping it 100. So that's something to think about. The earth and the universe. So I noticed the Spanish and the Mexican, or that which speaks Spanish, they seem, because definitely the black Negro, There's no doubt about them. But they are really aggressive now. You know, tomorrow, like I said, we getting ready to annex our name by learning different government agencies of our change of status. We got the court order of Bey and out to Bey at the end of our name. And the Spanish speaking is really, and the pale skin, they really are becoming aggressive, because they were impersonating for a long time Dwayne Bey. I see, like when I used to go into like the mental plane, I used to, and I never went to the sacred grove, but just there is a plane where I can shine my light and see that I am shining my light. And that same plane, these unclean spirits try to use to invade visually or attack visually. Okay, and they also try that's the plane they use while you're sleeping. You don't know, to try to have sex with you, or and actually what they're doing is raping you. They're raping you while you're sleeping, and then after if you don't wake up, or if you don't know, you think, oh, I just had a wet dream, or I just had a dream, or you don't know. But literally, it's one of these unclean spirits with unnatural DNA invading your dreams to rape you, molest you. And then what they'll do is go out and start using witchcraft or witchery, speaking about how they F you, when all they done was did what's in their nature to do: rape. If they can, they will murder, and if they can, they will kill. So as I was talking to the National Grand Street, he was telling us what to do to get our ancestral names of Bey on our name, because we already got the court order now. It's approved. We got the paper. My genitals was being attacked, and then I started to hear one of these Mexicans or Spanish. They're known for trying to impersonate Moors. They are really filthy. These are unclean spirits. They're nasty, very filthy, and they know they are inferior to us. These are unclean spirits, and once again, they are inferior in DNA, inferior in thoughts of higher thoughts and magic. They're inferior, so they sit around waiting, because what I see is them being a part of the slave breeding process. They probably have slave bred them within their community until they watered down that ancient line so much. And they probably, that only a few Spanish speaking were able to conserve themselves or separate themselves. You understand, from the slave breeding process of these peopling, whatever they are. They're not going to be, and those that separate themselves, okay, from these slave breeders, they breeding, they watered down what they literally watered down that DNA, because they're breeding them with unnatural DNA, whatever. They are Moors. They are Moors. And these Moors, and you're not saying they're all righteous, but they are definitely Moors. And I'm not saying that, and according to the dictionary, melanated people are Moors, according to the dictionary, but I know there's something else intertwined with being a Moor. It's just not having melanin. Islam. So that's what we are among out here. These Spanish speaking that have been watered down, they they unnatural DNA, black Negro, and the pale skin, definitely the pale skin. These are unclean spirits, Islam, and they keep. I don't know, like for instance at Burger King, all of a sudden people, when I first started working, I remember I kept telling you, Dwayne Bey, Imani, if you remember, I don't know if hopefully you do, like they would start speaking about the people, emphasizing the word people, and I didn't understand why some guests would do that, and even the co-workers would emphasize on people, you know. I don't know why, but I know for me, being a natural divine being, I eat according to what correlates to the chemistry of my body. Right, Imani? Gray hyphen Bay? I'm Rhonda Arrington hyphen Bay as your wife, Dwayne Bay. I do. And what correlates to the chemistry of my body is I'm not perfect, but we are transitioning to a vegan vegetarian diet, Islam. So I can only assume that those that eat food in different places, whatever they choose to do, they eating according to the chemistry of their body, Islam. So I know on our website, Dwayne Bay, on the Moorish American National Republic website, you have to navigate. But the old website was definitely, there was a picture of a salad and emphasizing on a vegetarian diet and how it's important for us to have a vegetarian diet and try to learn how to eat healthy and exercise healthy as Moorish Americans. I remember that, and at the time I was slowly getting there because I was still weaning myself off of certain meats. I think I was eating turkey then. Turkey, chicken, and fish. Turkey, chicken, and fish. So now I'm not unless I don't read the ingredients, I'm not eating the turkey. I haven't eaten at Burger King in over 2 years. It's been over 2 years since I ate at Burger King, Islam. So, the orange juice, it was given to me. That was the last time I brought orange juice. So now we use our budget to buy food that correlates to the chemistry of our body as a natural divine being. That's what we are. That's who we are. And, so we don't eat we try to put our energy, our frequency, everything in our food. Right, Imani Gray Hyphen Bay? Islam, do you hear me? Okay, Islam, do you hear me? Okay, hold on 1 second. Something happened. Let me call her back. Islam, I apologize. Okay. Hold on. Yes, Imani's still here. Say Islam, Imani, to the camera. Imani, turn around.
Oh, that's all.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, okay. It's okay, I understand. Okay, I'm gonna continue, okay? It's long. Okay. So we eat according to what's the chemistry of our body. So what I noticed, so, and I think everyone, when you people, or whether somebody, whoever they are, the inhabitants, the citizens of this landmass, they eat according to the chemistry of their body. It says that we are moving, when we annex our name, some of the literature and knowledge that I've learned, when we annex our name to the name of the straw man's name, some people say, or more say the slave name, we are moving from our lower self, chattel property, to our higher self, a higher divine natural being. Okay, that's the demonstration and the communication that we're giving to the universe, Allah. So and so in that, we are eating according to the chemistry of our body. And so and I like to put my energy, my spirit, my energy, my frequency in my own food. It's important. It's so important. Whatever my thoughts, my emotions may be, because that is energy. Emotions are energy. Thoughts are energy. Behaviors energy. Words are in it. That's energy. It goes in my food and we eat it. So, and when I was and I remember I did a video about this in reference to having my own business one day. So Islam, hold on 1 second. Islam, are you still here? Okay, yeah. So yeah, so when my genitals were attacked in a in a sexual manner just a little while ago, while I was um on the call with the National Grand Sheikh Joe Bey, that's a form of cannibalism, Islam. And so the first time this happened with me, and this is not the first time it happened, and especially with the sharp pains. I remember when I was earning money at Burger King. Can you hear me, Imani? Okay. This was in 2016. This lady came. She was okay, first of all, I'm on my feet all day long. This lady, she used to come and she had the Navy license plate on the on the back of a car. It had Navy, NAVY1, and it had 2 American flags on either side of the truck. Islam. So she used to come and sit at the regular table. Some of the same people still sit there, still to this day. Same customers still sit there, and some of them imply to be connected to the Navy and the Army. Some of them are connected to the Navy and the Army, the Air Force, and they sit there, and so I didn't think nothing of it until some of them actually started to behave odd. Even today, this morning, I remember because one of them requested that I don't touch his hand. He said, "Do not touch my hand. Just put everything on the table." Or that's what I understood the request was, and that's what I've been trying to do. Today, I think he motioned for me to grab his croissant or his biscuit out of his hand. I did. I don't know. I was busy. And I apologize because he still, even after he requested this, he told the owner Janelle of Burger King, she's Chinese American, for me not to touch his hand. He still have done things, and after, he sits there for a while at Burger King, so he still does things in order that where he is actually trying to reach to give me money, or give me his cup. So I had to remind him, because I'm like, you went out your way to tell the manager, the owner, not for me not to touch, to put everything on the counter, and now you're doing things totally different. So, and I don't want to be as though I'm not being, because he come there almost every day, and he sits there for more than an hour per day a lot of times, more than 2 hours per day, 3 hours per day. So I don't want him to think that I'm being rude. If they're gonna sit there all that time, the last thing I want to do, and if they buying something, is make it seem like I'm trying to run away on Burger King's customers. So and they set the regular table. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah. So moving forward on. So what I did was, what I noticed is the pale skin lady would drop him off. Finish up. Will drop him off at some of the regulars were with the Navy One license plate, and they would sit there. And one day she, as I was serving her, because I used to see, even then I would see visuals of different customers attacking that looked like them. I don't know if it was them, but it definitely looked like them, because at the time I allowed myself to go to that plane, and I couldn't help but see a visual attacking. I never experienced something like this. I'm earning money, and these regular visuals that look like the regulars attacking, or my genitals will feel a sensation, and right before I saw a visual that looked like some of the regulars, I'm not saying it was them, but attacking. And this is it, while I'm earning money at Burger King, my genitals. This is in 2016, 2017, 2018. Here we are, 2019. And anyway, the one in 2016, when the female, the pale skin, as I was serving her, I felt a sharp pain. She moved. I felt a sharp pain on my temporal. This is in 2016. I had been working at Burger King maybe 2 months. I started working at Burger King in June of 2016, and she said simultaneously, paid, the word paid, P-A-I-D, y'all. And as she said that, I'm not saying she did this, I felt a sharp pain on my temple. And most of the guests that come into Burger King are the Navy. Those that imply that they wear the Navy, they either full uniform of military, or they have the Navy emblem somewhere on them, or their license plate say MIL, and it has the symbol on it. And then you have the Army. I've seen those that come in that also in full attire, or have some of the regulars have caps on that says Army. Their truck or their cars, their license plates say Army. The Air Force, hospital, medical, the hospital, those that work in the medical field, they too come in, too many to count. The hospital is maybe 5 minutes away from Burger King. So like I said, when Abbas Malik Bey, my child, Abbas Malik Bey was here at American Extended Stay, he was being attacked spiritually. Can you hear me, Dwayne? Excuse me. Can you hear me? Okay, Dwayne, I'm going back and forth. Imani, you listening? I used to see those that looked to be in uniform outside here, walking around. It looked like medical uniform, nurse uniform, walking outside here. And Abbas would be here by himself. And he was being spiritually attacked. So the same thing at earning Burger King. They were most. I'm not saying that they are a part of being spiritual attack, but I'm just giving you an example of the environment that I work among while I'm earning money at Burger King. So you have the hospital workers, those the Navy, the Army, the military there. That would lot of Spanish speaking come in. Mexico, South American, lots. Pale skin, many pale skin, not from Europe. Those, they have the accent from here. And the black Negro, so many are that which is under the status of black, African American, or Negro. So many come in that the music is always seemed like was playing R&B over and over again, the same R&B music, because so many were coming in. I guess that's why. I'm not sure. Excuse me. I know I'm looking pretty thick, but I am thick. So and so many. That's because I guess the clientele. I don't know. I like it when they mixed up the music, but like Marvin Gaye, sexual healing, just old R&B music. The Girl Is Mine, that sort of thing. And it's interesting because some of that same music, those lyrics, I have documented how I would wake up and hear that replay over and over and over again when I'm awaking. I'm sleeping, and I'll wake up and a male outside the room make a noise, like trying to engage with using that science to wake me up, and then trying to engage. So I found it interesting, some of the same music that I hear at while I'm earning money at Burger King, mentally while I'm sleeping, or I wake up, I hear those lyrics being played over again. And that is done through a science of telepathy, okay, or other science that's being done. So another thing I realized is so getting back, so my genitals were being attacked, but I didn't know what I was experiencing while I was earning money at Burger King. I don't know who was doing it, and like I said, many times I've seen visuals that appear, okay, visuals that appear that look like some of the regulars. Definitely a lot of times those that imply to be connected to the Navy, the Army, those that are connected to the Navy, Army, many times look like them just attacking, and my genitals are attacked in a sexual manner while I'm earning money. I wrote a letter to to you, Dwayne Baffoe, even when I'm ministrating, if I'm bleeding, Dwayne Baffoe, I have to be careful, because some of the customers, not all, would seem like when a gush of blood would come out of my vagina, they would actually make noises, like simultaneously. And I thought that was, I was like, how would they know that my vagina is gushing blood out because I'm ministrating? And they would make noise, and that literally while they're eating. And so, because Burger King is a public restaurant, you don't. It's like, you don't know who is coming in, what, you don't know every customer that comes in. So, once again, and those customers that come into Burger King, they come in, they sit, and they are eating according to the chemistry of their bodies. All right. When I first came to Burger King, started working at Burger King, earning money at Burger King, a lot of them would just, a lot of times the employees I noticed would emphasize on the word people. I was like, what are people? We all people. Well, people. So I don't know why they were saying that. I think I documented that. So I'm like, this is so odd. Why do people keep saying people out here? Like this, like a form, a different species of 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, and a body walking around. I don't know why. But why they were emphasizing this while I was earning money at Burger King. But I will say this, that people that come into Burger King and that are eating, they are eating and they like Burger King because that is what correlates to the chemistry of their body. And so that atmosphere correlates to their mind, to their body, to their natural behavior, Islam. So what I choose to stick with is spirit, Dwayne Baffoe, Monty, using spirit, because I'm not, even though I know that there are experiments going on, and for instance, I know in our nation, Dwayne Baffoe, we try our best. We're not perfect, obviously, all of us not, but we try to attune to our highest self. But we know that in tuning to your highest self, if you had if as a spirit, you're not going to try to tune into a woman while she's ministrating and there's food being served and you want to eat food, and unless you are doing something truly demonic in thoughts and words, or in thoughts, so we don't do that. That is not a part, not that we don't, I'm just saying we're not supposed to. So let me get back to what I'm trying to say here. So according to the website, and being a student of Moorish American National Republic, we eat according to the chemistry of our bodies. I know everyone has a different thought process and thoughts in their cells that eat, and they eat food, demonstrating while they're eating food, that energy while they're eating food, because they're demonstrating a nature that's a part of them. That's their nature. So when Imani Gray -Bey and I, we cook our food and we're trying to do our chants of love, we saying thank you Allah for our food, we are demonstrating our nature, Islam, in our food. So so that's one of the things I noticed. I don't know, and Imani Gray -Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, we don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland. Okay, and so my genitals being attacked, whether it's here, walking, while I'm earning money in a sexual manner, as a natural divine being, a clean spirit, and I know that I am of a superior thought process, is definitely a ritualistic thing that is being done. And so that is a very, so can you agree with that? Can you agree with that? Excuse me. Imani, you agree with that? Okay, yeah, okay. And Dwayne, I think you would too. But that never stopped me from sweeping, mopping, cleaning poop in the bathroom, because sometimes poop is all over the floor in the bathroom. I had to clean it up. Stalking, try to give customer service. When I'm experiencing sharp pains and it comes out of nowhere, like for instance, and once again, I'm not accusing because I don't know. It could be, I'm not accusing. I'm just giving you a visual of the atmosphere that I'm among, especially since Imani Gray-Bey and I are going to the next level of reclaiming our nationality. That is going to get our IDs and our ancestral name. Taking orders, cleaning the shake spinner, and then experiencing sharp pains, and I know I'm healthy. I'm thick, but I'm healthy. Islam, you know, so that is no doubt I'm thick. Hold on one second. No, actually, it's no doubt in a good way. I'm thick. I'm thick, but I'm healthy. I exercise. I eat right as much as I can. And I do my sit-ups. I try to balance my hormones, things that I need to do, but it's not easy if you're being attacked spiritually and mentally. One of the things also I noticed, Dwayne Bey, I wanted to tell you, like I was like, why? And I'm not accusing anyone, but you remember I kept telling you, why so many people were talking about lawsuit, and I didn't understand why would someone, so many, speak the word lawsuit. It's like I was being very vigilant at Burger King because when they say allergic, they didn't want seeds. They can't have seeds. I tried to. I think today I may have missed someone. Someone said they couldn't have seeds today, and I think I forgot. And potato bun. And usually I tell someone that she just said I can't have seeds. She didn't say she was allergic. She just said I can't have seeds, or he said it. I said no problem. But usually if they use the word allergic, I tell the cook. I was like, so many guests are coming in saying lawsuit. But and what I was thinking about sometimes in reference to lawsuit, hold on one second. Islam. This is something that I remember, yes, I remember. Dealing with spirituality, because you can't see what's going on a spiritual mental plane. So if you being attacked spiritually, mentally, and you verbalize and you don't handle it in a productive manner, then a lawsuit can be developed, can be created. So it doesn't matter. Sometimes I wonder, and this is not saying this is what's going on with Burger King or connected or anything connected to Burger King, but what I'm saying is this is connected to some guests, or not guests, excuse me, I don't want to say guests, or just outside. It could be outside, I could be at Whole Foods, I could be anywhere. And if I experience something spiritually like that, you never know. Someone, if you're not able to handle it because you don't know how to articulate what's going on, that which is doing it, especially if they are in the slave breeding matrix, and that's what they are trying to do, is slave breed unnatural DNA with ancient divine superior DNA, or spirits. I want to say spirits because this is definitely spirit. I'm not 100% here, but there's something about me that's pure, and that in thoughts that's keeping that is definitely superior in thoughts, in a higher self, in a higher thought process than that which I am among, which is unclean and spirit. And I'm not saying everyone that is demonstrate to be Spanish speaking Negro African American pale skin that do not have the same religion as I, as a Moorish American, do not eat the same as we do, as a Moorish American, are unclean. What I'm demonstrating is that I am knowledgeable that we are among those that are deliberately participate in slave breeding to an extent where they will create a lawsuit by causing harm as much as they can, and not only that, but also try to recycle a being in the medical field. Okay, so if you are naturally healthy, or you trying to stay healthy, and you don't go to the hospitals because you're dealing with holistic health, but you know the hospitals need to make money, those that are up, or those that are running and for profit, or that are in business for profit and not for healing, then they are going to try their best, especially if they need organs. They're going to send these unclean spirits to do such things, to cause harm, to try to have mental disease, to send disease mentally to a person, attack them, and disguise it of being something else. Yeah, so they might even use the word racist. Use the word racist constantly. She's racist. He's racist. But it's about slave breeding and recycling, keeping the frequency low of the earth and the universe by keeping that spirit of bondage. Slavery is connected to bondage, and bondage and freedom cannot exist. So in the same atmosphere, and this earth was made in freedom, love, these divine energies that are healing, not the opposite. And so if they are doing things of that nature, then you know they are the enemies of Allah, which is connected to love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Enemies of Allah, Islam. So, and the universe is of freedom. The earth is of freedom. It's a healing, a divine spirit. So that's one of my connections. So yeah. So that exactly, yes. It's exactly. So that is the connection. I can't. Even when I hear voices that sound like they're talking here inside in the room, and all I can do is give a description. I don't say, because I don't know exactly. Like some of the military at the at Burger King would come in, and I would see a visual almost look like them attacking, my genitals being attacked as well. But I don't know, because it looked like them. I don't know if it's them. It's just, I'm just giving you as a Dwayne, I'm giving you a testimony. Same here. I mean, hear voices, the best description I can give you. Like some of them, the voices sound like some of them co-workers that I work with, Spanish speaking. A lot of Spanish speaking here outside. Similar. That's the only thing I can do is say similar, because I don't know. But it would take it's like, why would someone do such a thing? Why? What's the purpose? Why would someone deliberately sit around someone's room or outside a room and say the word paid? I mean, I can't tell you how many times I hear the word paid. Now, this is some people say paid for other reasons. Doesn't mean they connecting bondage to it. But some spirits are actually saying paid because they are saying they paid someone to molest or rape. I've had some spirits speak about how definitely they keep, especially the Negro blacks, they start saying, yeah, they're gonna have to lay down. They speaking in reference. They look at me or start saying your son, and they start saying yes, they're gonna have to lay down. They sound like an animal, and then these are black Negro males and females, and they look at me and then say something about your son. So what kind of nature is that? What is it? So that is in connection to my genitals being attacked in a sexual manner while I'm earning money on my feet, earning money, and I could not do such things because as a natural divine being, it's not in my thought process to be that way. Superior divine being, Islam. But that doesn't, I don't know who's doing it, but in some, it being knowing that we are among those that are not like us in spirit, Islam, and they eat according to the chemistry of their body, and they have nature and a behavior that exists within them, then it makes sense, Islam. So that's where I'm at now. And so that's the connection to a lawsuit. So if, like, for instance, I never forget, so when I was at Burger King, I was doing like this, just, just to see, just to see, because because if you hear about so many times more being diagnosis going, like my child Abbas Malik Bey, being attacked. He was attacked spiritually. They wanted access to his mind, and they did that, and they used his body. I hear spirits all the time speak about unclean spirits. These are unclean. Speak about how they want to use it. They got to use it. So they're encouraging spirit possession. Use it so then they can prostitute, pray. Use someone as a prostitute. Prey on them. And keep them out of that spirit of freedom, which that not only attacks the individual, but the spirit of Mother Earth and the universe. And what is so if they're not with natural law, then they are against natural law. Natural law includes spirit of freedom, Islam, love, true peace, freedom, justice. And in that, while they're doing this, trying to slave breed, because they want to gain access to control the mind, spirit possession, they will start using terms like he or she is racist, because they want to disguise how unclean, filthy, and demonic they are. But they're behaving according to the nature they are. Just like they're eating food, whatever food they eat, whether they are eating grass, whether they're eating dog poop, they're eating to the chemistry that correlates to their bodies. They're eating to what correlates to the chemistry of their bodies. Whatever food they consider to be nutritious to them. Islam. So those are my that's my experience. Yeah. And so Prophet Noble Drew Ali encouraged us as Moorish Americans to not cause harm. The true follower of Islam do not cause harm through thoughts, words, and deeds. So I give praise to honor to Allah that naturally these unclean spirits are being exterminated, destroyed, all naturally through divine prophecy, Islam. So we as Moorish Americans, we don't have to lift a hand physically to harm anyone. It's happening naturally, because they are against what is natural. And what is natural is freedom, love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Freedom and bondage cannot exist in the same atmosphere. The earth and the universe was made in these divine energies, love, true peace, freedom, and justice. So naturally, the universe, Allah, is exterminating and cleansing them out. So we don't have to cause harm. So Prophet Noble Drew Ali is teaching us to, Imani, you hear me? Great high faith. That teaching, to me, that's a degree in learning how to trust ourselves to not cause harm, but allow this process of cleansing and extermination to happen, because it's happening. Islam, through testimony. Yep, that's one way. Testimony, knowledge, according to Revelation chapter 12 verse 11 and 12. And also in Revelation, it speaks about how unclean spirits will try to make it hard or a challenge for those who are trying to earn money, so they can promote unclean behavior. Because if you're trying to promote, if you're trying to enslave, and you know that spirits need to earn money, and you've tried different ways to go about doing it, it's not working, the next step is to try to attack, to create a lawsuit, or to get someone to, or cause dysfunction or dis-ease while they're trying to earn money. Whatever it may be, to get them off their rhythm, that cycle, So it can be difficult for them to continue to raise their frequency in whatever they're doing to help keep their minds balanced and away from that spirit of bondage. Yeah, what I'm going to do is go ahead and go. It's already an hour. Islam, I'll talk to you later. Someone is talking outside. It's not like a black, someone with a black Negro accent. So I'll talk to you later, okay? Okay, Imani's still here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to Dwayne. Islam. Yeah, you see the video. I am definitely thick. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you later. Bye. Islam.